We are the one, the light in the dark. One heart, one world, one spark. We are the one, together we rise. One dream, one voice, one sky. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Women Empowered Across the World. This is our podcast, and I have amazing host with me. I have Jackie Zaccoli, resides in Arizona, but oh my goodness, she is global. She's all over the place, especially in Africa, serving the underserved populations. And then we have Megan from South Africa, and she is global. She's many, many different places also, and she's all about making a difference. You'll get to know them way, way better. I'm Carol Witt. I am the founder and the director of YEA Global, and we are so excited to have our guest, Brenda Combs. Please, guys, she calls herself the ambassador of inspiration. Let's get inspired. Let's inspire all of our listeners. And so, Brenda, come join us and share your story with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Greetings from Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning. My name is Dr. Brenda Combs. I am the ambassador of inspiration. And I just want to thank you for bringing me on this amazing podcast to share my story of how I overcame 10 years of homelessness and addiction to becoming Dr. Brenda Combs, ambassador of inspiration and founder of Shiro Entrepreneurs. We are based here locally in Phoenix and expanding internationally. And I'm really pleased and grateful to be here today.
We are grateful for you. So please just share your story with us. I cannot wait to hear how you got to where you are.
Well, I have a very interesting story, but I want to share something first. If you want to be somebody, if you
It was too much.
Her internet just
Yeah,
stopped her.
sometimes that energy does that.
Okay.
Come on, Brenda.
Uh,
You can do this. Come on,
she'll be back. I'm clear. We're meant to have her on today. I'm clear. We're just creating anticipation. I'm serious. Oh, when I read her bio, I was like, oh, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you for introducing her to us. Okay, so Brenda, come share your story with us.
If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. You know why? The time is now or never. You can make your dreams come true. You better wake up and pay attention. Now, that song is from the movie Sister Act. And when I watched that movie and I heard that song, it spoke to me not from a comedy perspective, not from a movie perspective, but it touched my soul because I was at a place to where I had a dream and I had a goal. I wasn't sure if I had enough confidence in myself as a woman of color who had overcame 10 years of homelessness, addiction, trauma, assault, to then eventually becoming Dr. Brenda Combs. I didn't know if I had it in me to make my dreams become a reality. And when I heard that song, it was literally like a voice of my ancestors saying, Brenda, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you got to get up. You've got to pay attention. The time is now, not never, not tomorrow, not next week, not on New Year's when you write your New Year's resolutions, but now. The time is now, not never, to make your dreams come true. So you better get up and pay attention. And pay attention for me was surrounding myself with other women who were in a better position than I was, women who could lead me and guide me. And many times, many of them I never even had a conversation with. It was just how they carried themselves as
Mhm.
women, as mentors, as believers, how they treated other women. And I learned and observed. I became a sponge. And then I took that huge leap of faith and went to my first networking event, not knowing a soul, not knowing what networking really was. I didn't even know what I was doing. And I was scared all the way there, driving there, just afraid, afraid of the unknown, afraid of what if they don't like me, afraid of what if I don't fit in, afraid of I don't even have a business plan. I don't even know what an EIN is. I don't know anything about business, but I have this desire that I want to write and publish and speak, but I don't know how to start. And I went to that networking event and I met a woman there who just said, "Hi, welcome. My name's Raven." And from there, introduced me to other people. It was a brave step on my behalf because fear is what holds people back from reaching their goals and dreams. Fear is what stops women from believing that they already have what it takes inside of them to make their goals and dreams become a reality. Because everyone is intelligent, everyone is already born with gifts and talents. We just have to learn how to either use them or get in that circle of people who can help us pull them out of us so
Mm.
that then we are going out into the streets and really healing the masses because we're living our purpose and we're living our goals and dreams and yet providing whatever it is that we've been called to do, we're able to do it and do it happily. And for me, the networking is what led me to realizing I can be successful. I can make my dreams become a reality. And my success started, I was living in the projects and success was I was able to pay my bills and go shopping at Walmart versus the Goodwill. Then that next level of success, as I started to write my plays and start working on publishing, teaching myself, was to then go from Walmart to Target or Target. And then that next level of success was, hey, I need to go to school because I don't know what I don't know. So I need to take some classes and continue to network. And then that next level, I was going from Target to the mall. And then next thing you know, I put myself out there and volunteering to speak, to work, to be the organizer, to be the welcome person, to help set up the event. I mean, I started at the bottom, but I did it with women who supported other women, who encouraged me, and who also told me, Brenda, I don't think that's a good choice, or you didn't handle that this way. I mean, they would talk to me privately and not scold me publicly. And from there, I was able to build a safety net of support of what I call sisterhood, a tribe of women from all different walks of life, from all different areas, from all different cultures, backgrounds, and beliefs. And what I have learned is the one thing that every single woman has in common is our love. We are strong. We are built strong. We were born strong. But strength doesn't mean that we also don't have feelings and that we're also vulnerable and sometimes emotional. And guess what? That's okay because that's the beauty of what makes us a woman. And that's how I came up with my whole movement of being a shero because every woman is a shero. Every woman on earth has been through something. Everyone has a story. And for those of us who have been blessed to truly overcome heartaches, pain, trauma, death, suicide, assault, abuse, neglect, anything, firing, unfair treatment, being overlooked, walked over, talked about, stabbed in the back, we still get up and we rise because we're sheroes. Some of us, we stay down a little bit longer than we should have, but we have the ability to get back up. And as a community, with this women empowered across the world, we are truly able to empower, uphold, uplift each other, and do the work of our Creator, live our lives with purpose, and be happy. I'm 63 years old. And I don't look back over the time when I was a homeless drug addict and look at it as a bad thing. I look at it as that was my life experience. That was the journey that I went on. I don't point the fingers at others. I look at what part did I play? I played the majority of it, 99% of it, because of the choices and decisions I made. No, I'm not happy about some of the things that I put myself through because I didn't just put myself through it. I put my friends, my family, my community, and others through it. But I'm healed. I've overcome it, and I refuse to be held hostage to the mistakes of my past. And that is oftentimes another barrier once we overcome things that we overcome it. But um, sometimes society, family, and friends will want to hold us hostage. And you know what? They're entitled to how they feel. But once you've overcome that, Shiro, your goal is I have to respect that respectfully and continue to move on, trying to be the best that we can be, making amends where you can, and living your purpose because you can't go back to the past. And I don't know how many of you ever heard the statement, if I could go back and change anything. Some people will say I wouldn't because it would change where I am today. I used to say that all the time. And then I thought about it. I had a conversation in prayer and I was talking to Jesus and I said, you know what? If I'm here today, being the Dr. Brenda Combs that I am today, and had the opportunity to change it, the one thing, there's several things. One of the biggest things is that oftentimes I have held myself hostage to my mistakes when others didn't forgive me because I felt that they should have, because I'm healed, I'm whole, I've rectified everything, I've paid the price, I'm a much better person. But society and sometimes family and friends and coworkers are not that quick to be that understanding, sympathetic, and not try to hold you hostage. But here, as in a sisterhood of understanding what our purpose is that you cannot allow yourself or anyone else to hold you hostage because everyone makes mistakes. You can only do what you can do, and you're only accountable for yourself. So if someone else is not willing to understand and forgive, you literally have to understand that that is their right to do so and respectfully respect that and move forward and just try to be the best you that you can be, because at that point it's out of your hands. you know
Ab-
Once you've gone to that person and you tried to make things right, that's all you can do. And you literally have to say, okay, I'm beyond that, so now next, Lord, what's in front of me, and start working towards your next goals, making yourself the best that you can be. And even though right now I'm running my Shiro Entrepreneur community, where I encourage women to share their stories to their level of being comfortable. And I publish their stories to let them know that everyone has a story. And just sharing your story is so impactful, because it was me reading a pamphlet while I was in jail of another woman's story that gave me that first spark. Like, my God, this woman had worked the streets for over 20 years. She was a heroin addict, and she came back to get her undergrad, her master's, a doctorate. She became a pastor, and then she became um, an advocate for women that were working the streets. And she went out into the masses. She was physically boots on the ground, and she started going into the jails, and she shared her story, very open and vulnerable. And when I read that story, the impact that it had in me was encouraging because I was like, my God, I haven't been through any of this kind of stuff. And if she can do it, I can do it. And that is why I feel like when we come together, my community, women empowered across the world, when all of us come together, we can we can create so much magic, so much change, so much unity, so much community, so much work and positivity. We really impact and can change lives. And even if it's one person at a time, those computers are going to make a lifetime difference to everyone that has the opportunity to use them. You are one person going out into the masses saying, hey, the fact that one woman's story impacted my life, my story is impacting the lives of thousands. You getting those computers is going to impact millions. And the difference that we're making is international. And this is why we have to continue as women to come together from all walks of life, all parts of the world, because we can make the difference. We can make the world a better place. It takes us, and we have the ability to do it. Can I get an amen? We have the
Amen. There we
ability to
go.
do it. We can.
Yes.
We need each other.
Yes.
We are all sisters. We're on the same path. We're on the same team. And that makes this probably the best part of this is that I went from not having friends to having sisters all over the world. You can't, there's no money to buy that. It's the best gift that I've received is to be able to have sisters who understand, because we all understand. You, as you're shaking your heads, we all understand because we know what it's like to go through stuff, and now we know what it's like to come out on the other side. We also know what it's like to have that heart and that desire to where we want to cry when we're not able to give and help others. Like, it breaks our hearts when we're not able to fulfill a certain goal. But we also know, yes, that's the vulnerable side of us, but the strength in us is when the sheroes come out and we're like, okay, we didn't get that grant. That's okay. Let's go for another one. Okay. This corporation said no. That's okay. Let's go to this one. We never give up because we are women empowered across the world.
Oh, so, so powerful. Oh my goodness. I so want everyone watching this episode. I so want, listen, this episode, somehow or the other, it seems like it was not meant to be. And yet it is one of the most powerful episodes I've experienced, even inside of all the interruptions. Thank you, Dr. Brenda, for bringing your inspiration. The ambassador of inspiration. Now I get it. I so get it. Wow. Okay. So does anybody have any questions for her? And I'm going to have the first one. So, okay. So Dr. Brenda, my question is this. You have taken something that, was pretty catastrophic as an experience in life to a greater level of, number one, you understanding, number two, you forgiving, number three, you moving forward, and number four, you inspiring many inside your story. What do you want to do with what you have done so far? What is your dream, your biggest dream in what you are taking on right now? What is the biggest dream that we can support to make happen?
Oh, wow. My biggest dream for 2026 is to expand my Shiro community in publishing stories of women who have overcome hardships, obstacles, trauma, abuse, divorce, business, loss of child, whatever the situation is, and share their stories through my publishing company and allowing them to have not only the opportunity to share and help others, but to also elevate their platform, to take their business to another level, to become an international best-selling author, to now have an opportunity to get their goals, their dreams, their business out there on a whole nother level. And it's not all about entrepreneurship because not everyone's necessarily an entrepreneur, but whatever the goal is to help others, this is an opportunity for them to share their story and get
Mm.
their story out there and let them know that their story actually impacts and makes a difference. That is my biggest dream, is to grow my community internationally, because um, everyone from every walk of life. So it's not just my ladies here in Phoenix or in Arizona or Tucson or the United States. It's everywhere. Women everywhere are impacting the world. We have to keep telling our stories to help each other.
Brenda, Dr. Brenda, I'm in 82 countries. Jackie and I can do that for you. So you are standing in front of two people, three people, honestly, because Megan is very connected also, that we can get you international. We can get you out there in the world. And that's what I want to do for you in a
I
way bigger way, way bigger
yes,
way. Yeah.
that is like my shoot for the moon dream. And it's interesting because I was cleaning my room yesterday and I'll be doggone, I found this little rock that says
Oh,
shoot for the
shoot
moon.
for the moon.
Lord, I hear you.
I have mine, and mine is love because I'm all about raising the vibration of
Amen.
love on the planet.
Yes.
Oh, so amazing. So amazing. Okay, so Jackie Zaccoli has a question for you. Go for it, Jackie.
Well, since you asked the same question that I was going to ask,
Like,
so I need to figure out, yeah, Carol and I were saying that you are the perfect piece for the puzzle today, because exactly where you're going is where we're going as well. So I hear that you were talking about publishing. I hear you're talking about speaking to elevate their platforms. What might be another avenue to be able to get their word out? And that's really the question of the day for me, because because I'm the one that gets, I'm the futurist.
Yeah.
So my question to all of us really is, we understand that. What is the next after getting those out? Is that enough? Is that what would be next, do you think?
So on my end, a lot of times people will, they get a speaking engagement or they publish their book and the excitement wears off and then it's like, what's next? Now
Mhm.
from my genre, we publish the books and then after that, we schedule the whole next year of events and activities, including speaking, podcasts. We're going to the Oscars this year. I got nominated to be a celebrity guest at the Oscar viewing party. So all of the Shiro entrepreneur authors in my first book, we've been invited. We have our own table. We're doing tea parties. We're doing the Power of the Purse event to provide hygiene items and specific beauty items for women. And these purses will be given to women who are homeless. We have homeless senior women's down in downtown Phoenix, women that are coming out of prison, rehab, detox, hospitals, because no one gets out and has lipstick, lip gloss, body gel, deodorant, panties, bras. This is to help other women who are at the lowest level, irregardless of how they got there, not judging them, but giving them a hand up so that they can get back into society, be productive members, and be the Shiro sisters that we know they're capable of being. Because I was one of them. I came out with just the clothes on my back, no bra. I had some shorts, a t-shirt, and some slippers and gel papers. no ID, no social security card. So helping women at their lowest. We do those types of events. And then we do a lot of charities. Right now, we're trying to get winter wear for our homeless seniors. So we take it on to that next level of embodying community. And then also reaching out and getting another female that they can mentor or be a life coach or a business coach or a spiritual teacher or a mother figure or a sister, because part of it is, what we're blessed to give, what we're blessed to get, we also want to give. And so that's the other part of our process is also giving and taking some other
Mm,
shero sister along
mm,
because we
Okay,
mhm.
need
I
it.
understand. I understand. And this fits in now that I'm thinking about it because you've developed that pillar
Mhm.
really of empowering women from beginning not to end. There is none.
Right.
However, you have, now correct me if I'm wrong, you have done this mostly in the United States. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's the answer.
That's it. We're
That's
gonna
the
we're gonna take you
answer
to many other
because
countries.
you have gone through all of this. I mean, I expected you to be here.
Mhm,
You're here. I had
mhm,
no clue.
mhm,
You have the formula figured out. Now, and I think I know you can. Now I want you to think. See, culturally, even though we have the divergence with the black and the white and so on and so forth, but culturally, I want you to figure how you're going to bring this to a culture that is on the survival mode as we have in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a very extreme where you were and
mm,
where most of the people around you were not, but they want to
mhm.
help. So I want you to think
Yeah.
of how you're going to bring that because that's our audience
Mhm.
of Carol's and Megan's and mine of these that are on the extreme and they are just so close to collapse
Yeah.
that we want. So
Yeah.
if you can expand your thoughts, which wouldn't take much,
Hmm.
to bring it in a little bit further, a little to really focus more on that underserved population. Now we have a movement,
Yeah.
Ooh,
a global
we do.
movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see
Okay,
her in so many African countries
Yeah.
starting her own piece that somebody is running for her. Oh, so
absolutely.
Brenda, we are going to be talking for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Yes,
We
Yeah,
ma'am.
she's
talk
got it figured out, ladies. She
Yeah.
does.
absolutely.
She has it figured out. So
Yes. Yes.
let's figure how we can fit that all into the
Mm,
formula, Carol,
Yeah.
yes. Love
because
that.
it's,
I love it.
Yeah.
it's not really a pillar by itself. It really is incorporating all of
I love
this.
it.
And we had talked about the women empowerment as a section of the gin, but maybe that is the way to do it. Maybe
Yeah.
there is just that cycle. And as you're speaking, I think I have in my influence, which you don't really know about that much, and I won't tell you why, but I male as a second language because that's the whole discipline I've been taught because they are instrumental in making us happen.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, they are. And the point is, we need to learn how to take male as a second language. So the combination of what you're doing with every part of this world, not just the United States of its own microcosm or whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
and we add that to it so that women understand men
Mhm.
Hmm.
at a level where they can collaborate to the finest. So I do not have a question for you other than I want you to think about how you are going to now, as you're blossoming, to still take that next little bud, that next little part of your flower, and take it to a mindset of countries where women are just beginning to realize they can thrive.
They have a
No one
voice,
gave them permission before.
Yeah,
but they have,
I want to tell those stories. I
well,
definitely want to tell those stories because just I right now can already pick I can see it like just how it's going to make one person feel, just that first woman who gets the opportunity to literally tell her story. Her voice is immediately heard. That
yeah,
right there erases so much
correct.
pain, just having her voice heard. So yes, I want to tell those stories. My
Oh,
God, yes, all
Yeah,
over
okay.
the world.
Just
beautiful.
one last comment, because I know Megan's just bouncing off her chair trying to say something. And I think that Carol will allow this because I know Carol. On Thursdays, Carol has YEA. Would you please come and witness?
Mm.
That's what I would like you to do, is to come witness.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
What
Carol?
time?
We
Just
can, we can,
let me
we'll
know.
put all that in the chat
We'll
because we
put
Okay.
don't
all
have
that in
time.
the chat.
We'll put all
Yeah,
that in the chat, but
yeah,
I want you to
absolutely.
witness,
Yes,
just
yes.
witness, because not being part of the program, we'll put you in there all over the place. But at this point, just witness. Okay, it's
Okay.
Thursday, and our time, it's 8 o'clock our 8 o'clock our time.
8
Okay.
a.m. It's for
8
8
a.m.
8
hours.
a.m. our time.
2.5 hours. Many,
Yeah.
many countries participate. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah,
And
yes.
she's
the
an 82.
classroom number
So
3.
please just come witness.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'll give you the specifics in the chat. Go ahead, Megan. I'm sorry, but I couldn't stand it.
And Brenda, one more thing. And Brenda, classroom 3 is all about dreams and struggle in our,
Cool.
in our
That's this
mindset.
one.
Is
That's
that
this
not
one.
perfect for you?
Oh
Is
my
that not
God.
perfect for
You're
you?
going to
Yeah,
have to alter your plan a little bit, Carol. You know that.
you already know. Anyway, yes, because so Dr. Brenda, I am going to find a space that you can
Yeah, I knew that's what I say.
talk,
Alter your plan.
talk to my students just a
Okay.
tiny bit
Little bit,
about
yeah.
no more than 10 minutes because I can't afford any more time than that. But 10
Yeah.
minutes that you can inspire all of my students. Okay. Yeah.
Is she there? I
Okay.
think she's okay. I don't
She
know if she's
is,
there.
it looks like she is
She might be frozen. Yeah.
frozen
Yes.
again. Okay. And Megan, you had a question. Go ahead.
Awesome. Thank you, Carol. So, Dr. Brenda, firstly, thank you so much for sharing that with us and definitely inspiring us today. And one of the things that I just want to, I don't have a question, but one of the things I really want to highlight that stood out for me far in the very beginning of what you started sharing was your mention of role models. You know, we don't realize how important that is until we have that experience of someone delivering that into our lives. And it's really a crucial part of the puzzle, I think, and something that looks like you've managed to really build upon because you were inspired in that same way by someone that you heard about and looked up to because of the path that she'd taken. So I just wanted to highlight that because I think it's so important for our youth, for our audience, and just for women in general to realize that, you know, if you don't even have to look hard, there are role models for us, and there are people who inspire us every day. And it's about just taking that opportunity and grasping the lesson that you get alongside that introduction, you know, that makes that little spark happen. So thank you for bringing that in, because I think that was where a lot of my focus was sitting for the first part of your story being shared. Just running that around in my head because it's something that I speak to my youth to so often. And then also just a reminder to everyone that you may not feel like you are that inspiration or that role model to anyone else. But believe you me, there's somebody looking up to you and watching what you do and how you do it
Exactly.
without you even knowing about it. So I needed to highlight that. And I'm equally excited, Dr. Brenda, about the conversation that's been happening here, because there's certainly a lot that can be built on here. So thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you all for having me. I've learned a lot
Oh,
just in me talking and just getting feedback and having conversation with you, beautiful sheroes, that I'm always open to learning, to growing, to connecting, to sharing, because I strongly feel that I need you, I
mm,
need y'all, and we need each other.
each
And
other.
to me, it's an honor to even be here.
Oh,
When I look back to when I was sleeping in downtown Phoenix underneath the 7th Avenue Bridge, to being here today on this podcast where I have the ability to share a little bit of what I've been through with women all over the world, is not only a miracle, the odds weren't in my favor to get here, but because we are all sheroes and I refuse to give up, it was meant for me to be here today and to
oh,
hear everything that has been said and to take away more lessons and more things to think about, more things to analyze, more things to process, to pray about, to work on, to grow and develop, and to eventually share. So I thank all of you. This has been an amazing morning, even though we've had some complications trying to get here, we still never gave up.
oh, no, no,
Indeed.
we don't give up. Dr. Brenda, I am so thrilled that you are our guest today. And guys, if you love these episodes, please subscribe to our channel, make comments on the episodes, and please share it out to everyone. Make them go viral, guys. These kinds of episodes need ears. They need people listening and hearing what Dr. Brenda has to share. She is the ambassador of inspiration for sure. So please share it out to your network of people. They're not my network of people. So your network of people will take it further. But please, let's make this something that is out there everywhere for people to hear. So, guys, we do these episodes every week, one on Monday, two on Friday, and we are always looking for amazing guests. And oh, by the way, you are an amazing guest already. Your story is it's ready to be heard here on this platform. So reach out to one of us on LinkedIn and get on our schedule. We're scheduling now for January and February. So get on our schedule and share your story with people. This is the platform. Okay. Guys, we all deserve to thrive. Let's do it together. Don't go it alone. Let's do this together. It's called sisterhood. Bye, everybody.
There's no divide, peace and love.